Shall we go to Epstein Island?
No.
Believe the science?
No.
15-minute cities?
No.
And CBDCs?
No.
Gates is good.
No.
And GMO food?
No.
Big Pharma wants help.
No.
And government's help.
No.
We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore. We ain't asking anymore.
What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. I didn't realize I wasn't on the stage. Let me fix this here. Sorry about this. I need to. How do I change this style? I don't need my display name. There we go. All right, everybody. Hi, Randy Hilarski here. I was planning on just doing a normal giveaway tonight, as I'm planning on doing Wednesdays going forward. I will do a giveaway, and I have 4 winners, 3 from my No Permissions group. If you're a No Permissions member, then you already qualify. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to even comment. You just have to look at your messages on No Permissions, and I will ask you for an address, and all you have to do is send me your Ethereum/Pulse chain address, and I'm going to send you the prize. And for those of us, or for those of you guys who win, there'll be one person tonight winning from the comments. Just reach out to me on Telegram and give me your address, and I'll take care of it. So obviously, I'm a little bit melancholy tonight. I think a lot of people are in my community. I put together a little thing about what happened today with Charlie Kirk. And for those of you guys who do not know, I am an anarcho-capitalist. As you can see, I like yellow and black, gold and black, if you want to call it that. That's the colors of the ANCAP. But I was born out of the libertarian community, and Charlie Kirk was definitely a libertarian. And we had a couple things in common. We're both, I consider myself a born-again Christian, pretty adamant about my faith. And I respected him. I learned of him, I think it was during COVID. And he just grew and grew and grew. So I know a lot of people are going to see this. So I'm going to start off with what I wrote. And I had to write it down because I know me. My tongue, I'll say shit that I shouldn't say. So let me just read this really quick, and then we'll get back. We'll talk some crypto and some other stuff. Okay, so today we lost a bright light in the libertarian community. I watched Charlie Kirk rise in popularity over the last few years and was so proud of this young man. Finally, someone was standing up to the far left community and was not afraid of their threats and fear-mongering. Although he and I disagreed on many subjects, I am 100% confident that if we were to have ever met, that we would have been friends. Today, I feel that we have lost the ability to accept someone's differing opinion without being offended. When I was young, this was called conversation, dialogue, or debate. It was part of life and a skill which could advance you far in life. We are both devout Christians, and I believe he is where he was destined to be at this moment. I ask that we all pray for this young man's family. They will need it. I want to remind everyone that we don't have to be pulled into everything that troubles the world. Mind your circle, mind you, mind your family, your friends, and your community. Everything else is noise and can cause you pain, stress, and sleepless nights. I have so much more I would like to say, but I have an obligation to my family. The amount of unhinged people in this world seems to be growing exponentially. It is best that I keep my political views close to the chest. I love you all and ask that you are respectful to one another online and offline going forward. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. So that's, I could be very political at times. My token is nope, no permissions. I'm very, I'm more liberal than most liberals and more conservative than most conservatives. So my views can be quite off-putting for a lot of people, and I understand that. Charlie was too. God, there's so much I want to say, but I can't say it. I have a family now. If this was Randy 10 years ago, I'd be going off right now, just be freaking going off. And I know a lot of you feel the same way I do. I have some very close friends that, the first thoughts that we had, we aligned, right? The first thoughts we had of what happened today. The world is nasty. The world's a nasty place. So that's why I say, take care of your own, take care of your circle, your family, your friends, your community, because that's what you live with every day. We deal with it often here in my house, especially. I have a mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law is one of those people that every little thing that happens around the planet, she's stressed out about. If there's an earthquake in Malaysia, she's like, "Oh my God, there's an earthquake in Malaysia. Oh, this is stressing me out." But I tried to be the safe, the guy that I'm not stressed. I'm not letting these things stress me out. So the evil's still here. Remember who runs this planet. Remember after that 40-day fast when Jesus went to the top of the mountain with Satan, and Satan said, "This could all be yours. Just bow to me." Whose is it? Someday when Jesus comes back and takes it, it will no longer be the bad people that run the joint. But for now, just remember who runs the joint. Man, dude. Guys, remember I was a psych nurse. I've seen what it's like, man. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've seen the worst of people. And I've seen some things that would make most people go running, The world is quite an off-putting place. So hold your loved ones tight. And don't cause any, if you don't have to, don't cause any unneeded drama, really. There's enough of that. There's plenty of that hatred going on. So let's see what the comments are saying. All right. Sad times, renders prayers to all his family and friends. Asimo Spider, Luke Duke, good evening, everyone. Considering diehard Hexagon, my mama. That is so tragic. Peace to his family. Tracy said, "I'm so sad about Charlie Kirk, praying for his family." Conspiracy Crypto, what's up, fam? Crazy times as script writers are working overtime. Yes, they are, sir. Hey, Crispy, 5555. SMO, 5555. Tin Top, what's up, Hexskins? Believing Yourself says, "Hey, Randy," and all the people chatting. Hex Glenn, hello, how you doing? Andrew, this guy wants to sell me views on Kick. I don't care. Believe in Yourself said, "I had an opportunity to offer Charlie the inclination to laugh, which he accepted. It hits hard." Oh, yeah, I know, sir. There will be no action fueled by anger. All action will be fueled by love. Yes, sir. Mom says, "Well said, son. You have such a huge heart." Oh, thanks, Mom. Don't make me cry. Jokers United, they pointed him as a villain only to sculpt him into a martyr. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you, SMO. Thank you. Believe in yourself. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. It's just this world's so freaking nuts, man. Oof. Today I was at our favorite coffee shop. It used to be our favorite coffee shop. And there was some stuff going on there today that I don't approve of, right? And I felt like getting up and leaving, you know, like, man, what the hell? Why can't we just have peace and be left alone? Seriously. But they just won't let you. They will not let you. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to do a giveaway for the No Permissions community really quick. And let me pull up, share a screen. This is going to be for each person is going to get 200,000 Nope tokens. Let's see if you guys can see this. Yeah, it's about $120 per person. Where is it again? Here. Okay. So I've got 3 winners, 1 alternate winner. So let me press continue. Yes, yes, yes. Ready. Pick the winners. View the random draws and animated presentation. Yes, I understand. Yes, yes. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Here we go for the winners tonight. RIP for the Charlie Kirk giveaway. Start. 225 finalists tonight. Rainy day. Lane won last time. What? You won 3 in a row. 24 at all. Nice. Anthony CL. Awesome to you guys. All right. So there you go. Let me screenshot that. Capture. So each person's going to get 200,000 Nope tokens. And I want to not everything can be disappointing. There's some good things happening right now. Let's switch to some positive stuff. So I'm working hard in the background. There's things happening, guys. I know that Solid Hex is working hard on the Solid X game going live, at least the testnet going live at the end of the month. So that'll be really great for all of us and give you guys something to do. Remember that we're going to have a wonderful affiliate program that pays out 30% of the profits to the people who are going out and spreading the word. Okay, that's huge, big money, and it's paid immediately. Immediately, it goes right to your. You just have to claim in your wallet, I think, or something like that. But it's going to be really easy to use and a great way to bring in income if you have a following, right? Well, what if you don't have a following? What if you just have a friend that loves to gamble? Get one person that likes to spend, 10 grand a month playing 10 grand a month. We'll get that one person. That could be a nice side income. Rich, no, you missed the No Permissions giveaway, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about that one. The one in the comments is coming in a few minutes. So the Solid X game is looking really good, and we'll have that test net so you guys can mess with it in the next couple of weeks. Also, the Solid X or the Solid Trader bot is live, so you can be part of that right now. The link's down below. If you haven't signed up for the Solid Trader bot, use it. If you're one of these people that likes to snipe or you like to get in early on new coins, new tokens on Pulse Chain, you should be using the Solid Trader bot for sure. You could use it to set your limit orders. It's the best limit order platform on Pulse Chain. You should be using it. It's down below. Click it. Sign up. So there's some good stuff coming there. Now, as far as Nope, this Friday we are launching LPX with Nope. So what LPX is, it's a way for me as a founder and other founders to be able to provide liquidity and volume for our tokens. And so you're going to see a lot more volume for Nope, a lot more volume for Solid X, Fire, which is Crispin Man's token, and what's his name? Geez, can't remember. The other Solid Index token. I can't remember the name of the token. Those all are going to be available this Friday. So you'll be able to add tokens, one-sided, single-sided. At the launch, you could just do single-sided. You don't need the other one. So it's going to be Nope and Die, Solid X and Die. You can add 100% Nope or 100% Solid X, and that's all you need. So enjoy it. It's going to be really fun. You can, initially the parameters are set, but when V3 LPX comes out, you could set the parameters yourself. So for example, if you kind of want to use it as like a limit order position, you'll be able to. So you'll be able to take Nope, for example, set it that if Nope does a 10x, all of your tokens will then go to Die, or all of your tokens will then go to Pulse Chain or PLSX. And you can use that as your way of getting out of positions with tokens that you don't mind giving up. Like, I don't know, anything in the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Maybe you have some teddy bear. You want to give up some teddy bear. So you can put it into LPX when the V3 launches. I'm not sure when V3 is launching, but it'll be probably in the next month or two. But there are a bunch of tokens that are launching on Friday that are from the Pulse Chain ecosystem that you can participate in. And I think it's the first 48 hours you can put tokens in without having to have the other side initially. So like I said, the other side for Nope is going to be DAI, which is the dollar stablecoin. So I think it's the most important stablecoin we have on Pulse Chain is the DAI stablecoin. And I know it's Richard's favorite as well. So there you go. You know, that's it's happening. Look into LPX. It's a great tool that we'll have. I think Haunted and his team are the founders, and I know that a couple of people in our community brought it to my attention. Chris B, Jay Gold, Doc Holliday. Thank you guys for bringing it to my attention. You know, I'm kind of like this with blinders on how I participate in crypto, and my community, I would say, is one of the top communities for providing liquidity. I'm going to say the kings of providing liquidity on Pulse Chain, and we also farm a lot. So during the bear market, my community was making money, you know, and there were people that just held Pulse and Pulse X, but they just watched their value go down, 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 while my community was at least making some money along the way. You know, you didn't need a lot to make money. If you were in my call on Monday, you would have seen, or we talked about numbers, and it doesn't take a lot to make a decent income providing liquidity. So with farms, you know. And if you guys don't know, I also have the DAT token, which is the Homie Farms. Homie don't play DAT. You can participate with that and earn for being a liquidity provider. Right now, we still have some that are earning over 500% APR. What the hell? And people aren't participating. It makes no sense to me. But if you want, they're available. I'll shout out the Emmett Farms as well. They've got some good farms over 100% APR where you could be earning an income, a side income with tokens that are just sitting in your wallet anyways. So don't throw shade at farms. Farms is a great way to participate in crypto, but I only recommend usually less than 10% of your portfolio. So if your whole portfolio is only $1,000, then that's not for you. Don't bother with farming, okay? But if you have 100 grand, why not put 10,000 to work? It just totally makes sense. Just how it works. You know, we got to learn. So let me pull up the giveaway tool. Let's see. Oh, I guess I could do it like this. Share this tab instead. All right. Add a stage. There we go. So just type in Nope. And we'll pick somebody to win 200,000 Nope tokens tonight, about $120. I'm really looking forward to this bull market kicking off. I know you guys are just like me. You're jaded. You know, this has been long. This has been a slog, man. You're just like the mud is knee deep, and we've been going at this for, you know, since Pulse Chain launched. Was it 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago now. It's just so ridiculous what we've dealt with. but I believe our time is coming. That tweet the other day by Richard saying he'd like to see another 10,000x for Hex. Got my blood flowing a little bit. I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of words I want to hear, Senor Richard. We need that. We need that. He generally cares, and I think that he wants to see the best for his community, which is us, right? And I know I'm not as hyped as usual just because of the incident that happened today, but there is reason to believe that we're about to go on a rocket ship. These mailers going out with the screen, the etch a sketch thing, fabulous. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is the kind of stuff we need. Nobody's ever done this in crypto. People talking shit. What do they know, man? How many of these people that are talking shit are marketers? Not many. Not many. Funkmaster House says, I was born in the darkness. I've only seen the bear, but I've never left. Yeah. That's how a lot of people felt, bro. I totally get it. When I joined, I'll tell a story before I do the drawing here. Wow, there's only 14 entries. What's going on? Really, guys? I bought my first Bitcoins in January of 2014. It had just gone past the all-time high of $1,000, and Bitcoin was on the other side going back down. And I remember seeing my $450 Bitcoin going down to 250. So that was quite painful to watch. And it took another 6 to 8 months before Bitcoin, I think, got back to about $500. And then by, I think it was January 2016, we were back to we were at 1,000 again. So it took a while for it to recover. And I remember being so thankful that it was back to $1,000 and seeing those kind of prices. So yeah, I'm an early Bitcoiner, but I was born in the bear. So this is like nothing new for me. This is my fourth bear. This will be my third bull. So I'm looking forward to us making big strides here in the next couple of months. I think things are about to really take off. Let me make the drawing quick, and then I'm gonna look at the chart. Let's see who won. Hey, Funkmaster won. Cool. Reach out to me, bro. I'll send you your tokens. He said in his comment right now, it says, when do you think the alt season kicks off, and when do you think we see a top? Typical up season is 2 to 4 months. It could start anytime. Yeah, I already thought that the bull market was on. All right, I thought that we could have ended in June, but then Bitcoin went and made another all-time high, so that negated what I was saying. So generally, we'll have a couple months, so we've got time, and the rate cuts are going to happen next week, right? The 17th. So they'll announce a rate cut. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a quarter or a half a point, which bodes well. That's not normally good for the stock market. You're probably going to see, once the rate cuts happen, the stock market's probably going to dip. Right now, it's overbought, man. The stock market is way overbought. But they can outlast our liquidity longer than we can in a short position. So I don't recommend shorting, but if you're a gambler, this might be a good time to short the stock market. I wouldn't short Bitcoin, though. Bitcoin's probably going to do very well in this period of dovish Federal Reserve, where they're going to start doing some cuts. So Bitcoin might go off maybe 200K by the end of the year. It's possible. It's possible. I was there in 2017 when we went from 3,500 to 20,000 in like 8 weeks. So it could happen again. Right now, something big happened today for Bitcoin. We needed to get back above 112,500. That was our resistance. And now we closed about at 8 p.m. Eastern. We closed at like 113.9. So we're $1,400 above the resistance. So now, once again, that will be support. 12.5 is support. Looking at it going to 117 now. And hopefully Ethereum takes off too. It's right at 43.80 right now. I believe that if this truly is the next leg up for Ethereum with it, and we'll probably see $5,500, $7,000. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and I'm pretty optimistic. There's what we're seeing right now is a lot of companies are coming in and they're seeing what happened with MicroStrategy. That's Michael Saylor's company. They saw what happened with Tom Lee's company, Bitmine. They're coming in and they're buying up a bunch of. Michael's buying Bitcoin, Tom Lee is buying Ethereum, and their stocks took off. So now there's other companies doing the same thing on the stock market, and their companies are acting like altcoins. They're going up, 500% in one day because they announced that they're buying up a bunch of a certain token. So get ready for more of that. I think this is going to be the bull market of companies coming in and buying. They're called treasuries. They're just buying up a bunch of a certain token. One even did Chainlink. I saw a new company just did Chainlink. So just crazy stuff, but that's a sign of a bull market. So maybe Funkmaster's right. Maybe up till January. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll be the top of the market for Bitcoin. And that will mean normally Ethereum has another 4 to 6 weeks after that of a bull run, and altcoins could have another couple weeks after that. So maybe by March, it'll all be done. But I'm hoping that our conference, which is in January, I think 23rd and 20th, January 23rd and 24th, you can see it right there, here in Panama, our conference, everyone will be jumping around doing high fives because everything's up and everything's going really well. I think that the whole world market is remonetizing. There was a lot of people have been talking about this. I saw that President Putin of Russia made a comment saying he's not happy with the United States, how the United States is planning on remonetizing its dollar with stable coins. It's going to be the way the U.S. buries its debt and passes its debt on to the rest of the world. It's going to be through stable coins. Yes, I believe that. That's been the plan all along. That's why crypto is so important to the United States right now. And you're going to see it become even more important. And that's why Ethereum is going to be huge, guys. Huge. Why? All the stable coins are going to be Ethereum. They're not built on Bitcoin. Bitcoin ordinals. Don't care about Bitcoin ordinals. Ethereum was here first. So that bodes well for Pulse Chain as well. If everything goes well for Ethereum, things will go really well for Pulse Chain. So get ready for those things to happen. It should be a really good next 6 months for all of us who are in crypto. If you guys are with me and you're within the SolidX community, we're going to have a great couple months, I think, too. We've got the game coming. By the end of the year, we're hoping to have staking, be able to stake your SolidX at USD value. Hear this. This is the cool thing that SolidX came up. This is his idea. And I'd never heard of such a thing before because I've been in crypto a long time. And whenever we staked in crypto, you staked a certain amount of your asset, which could be XRP or Ethereum or something like that, a certain amount. Remember when Ethereum staking came out, you had to have 32 Ethereum to do the full, the maximum amount was 32 for like a validator. The validators for Ethereum were 32 ETH. Well, instead of doing things based on the numerical value of a token, he based it in USD value. So with SolidX staking, you're going to be able to do maybe $100,000 worth of SolidX. You could do $50,000 worth of SolidX. I think 10,000 and 2,000. I don't know the exact numbers because I don't have the chart in front of me. But say that you stake 2,000, and within a month, your 2,000 are now worth 10,000. You're going to be able to restake at that next higher level in USD value. And all the time while you're staked, you're going to be earning SolidX. And that SolidX is going to be scrapable. So you don't have to wait till your stake is done like you do with Hex. I love Hex, but it really stinks that I can't access my Hex, my earnings for being a long-term staking, for locking up for 15 years. There's some of my stakes that have 1 million Hex in earnings. I can't touch the Hex until 2033 or whatever it is. It's madness. I understand why Richard did it that way, but I much prefer the way that Solid Hex is doing it with Solid X. So it'll be a USD value. Once you move up to that next tier, you stay there. So even if the price of Solid X comes back down, you still earn at the higher tier for taking the risk and locking up your tokens for an extended period of time. So I'm really excited about what's going on. I wish the Solid X staking would launch next week, but all the earnings that we make and all the silos that he is building, when I say silos, money earning silos that we're going to have within Solid X, that money is going back to buy and burn Solid X, and then 30% of the earnings from the gaming is going back to us for being referrals, and then the rest of the money goes to the people who are staking. It just goes back to us. So you're going to be able to scrape those earnings. You could sell your Solid X if you want. You could take it, you could stake it again, maybe in a different wallet. But the opportunity is huge. So don't sleep on what's going on with the Solid X ecosystem. We recently had someone who came in and cheated. But that's part of crypto, you know. So one of the largest bag holders in Solid X just decided he didn't want to hold Solid X anymore. Bye, Felicia. It's normal. That's part of the game. So if they want to participate, they'll just have to come back in and buy higher prices. That's it. All right, so I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate everyone who came and watched. And if you can, please put a prayer out there for Charlie Kirk's family tonight. And hopefully we'll get some something positive for the rest of the week. Oh, Hex Mining Hodler says, when Solid X is staking, where do the rewards come from? From our gaming. We're going to be launching games, gambling. We're the house, buddy. Yep, the fact that crypto holdings can pump their stock prices is so bullish. Yes, they can. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate all of you. You know, Funkmaster Hex just sent me an address, and I'll get you your token, sir. All right. Cheers.